I'm Janet Sweet. I'm the Director of Content and Curriculum for Advantage, and today we're going to talk about nonfiction books. There are actually two parts to answering that question, and the first part has to do with the importance of nonfiction itself. There are three reasons for why nonfiction is so important. The first reason is nonfiction is the foundation for all everyday learning. It's informational learning, and it's important to everybody from preschool through adulthood. I mean, it's as simple as the walk, don't walk signs that we all pay attention to in our lives. Things like directions for safety, for navigation, or for making or ordering or even buying food, for taking tests. We use nonfiction in all of these ways. Now, fiction stories are great, but it's informational reading that we rely on to make sense of our world and to live in our world successfully. The second reason nonfiction is so important is it's the kingpin of national reading standards for kids. It used to be that in schools, kids were required to read a mix of 20% nonfiction reading and 80% fiction reading. But today, it's reversed, and it's a big reversal. It's 55% nonfiction reading and 45% fiction reading, and that's significant for nonfiction. The third reason nonfiction is so important is it is kind of the magic open sesame to get boys to read. Younger boys in particular are reluctant to read. But boys will read nonfiction and tend to enjoy nonfiction primarily because it involves facts and statistics, short question and answer formats, and humor. And getting back to the second part of the answer to your original question, it has to do with the importance of reading books. As we all know, reading is the number one predictor of success for school, work, and life. And research has proven over and over again that reading books is an essential part of that success. Here's how. First, reading books enables deeper comprehension because it requires a greater attention span. Second, reading books let parents participate, which fosters that close family feeling, and that kind of emotional feeling is significant to a child's experience with reading. Third, holding and carrying a book creates a sense of ownership and commitment. Fourth, turning pages in a book actually creates a sense of progress and accomplishment. Fifth, a sense of accomplishment then helps build reading confidence and a sense of deep pride. And a really important, interesting fact here is research has also shown that when there are books in the home, that translates into students being 2 times more likely to go beyond their parents' own level of education and achievements. How do our nonfiction books fit in here? Well, that's easy because they match right up with how kids develop at different ages. For example, for the preschool category, these are pre-readers, and they learn from their experiences in the world, what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they touch. So it's important for them that the books that they are exposed to meet that same kind of developmental interest. Likewise, kids who are 4 years old are a little more independent. They're really eager to find the answers to life's persistent questions. And in both of these cases, My Book of Words series is perfect. So for example, this series is a series of concept books. Those are considered the building blocks of vocabulary, especially perfect to kids ages 3 and 4 who are focusing on learning their numbers and letters. Our 4 titles in the series, Colors, Words, Numbers, and Letters, are, by the way, the 4 best-loved and most purchased concept books at retail and in all preschools. The beauty of this series is it connects names and words to ideas that kids are experiencing in their world. It's also great. The design is fun. It's bright, bold colors, a clean, uncluttered design. And let's not overlook the fun learning extensions with a poster and find the differences games and really helpful parent tips. Plus, they're manufactured with coated paper and binding that will withstand really hard use. And in kindergarten, we're talking about kids ages 5 and 6 who are just beginning to learn to read. Very special journey for them. 5-year-olds are increasingly more independent, great sense of humor, like to explore hands-on the concepts that they are learning, and they're starting to ask a lot more questions. Tell me why. Why is that? 6-year-olds, oh man, this is a really enthusiastic and competitive kind of group. They're in a hurry to get results and they want answers to their questions. Kind of like, tell me this now, right now, kind of thing. This is why our 2-book set of My Fun with Words is ideal here, because we know that part of this beginning to learn to read is based on vocabulary, which is the #1 predictor of reading success. And it's essential to kids in kindergarten who are just learning to read. Particularly, My Fun with Words features specialized vocabulary for science, math, social studies, sight words, words with multiple meanings, all those relationship words like synonyms, antonyms. It also includes a lot of humor. Take a look at the illustrations and the way questions are answered. And humor makes vocabulary learning fun and easy to remember. My Fun with Words also includes Canadian spellings, and with over 1,200 words in the 2-volume set, we're talking about a big value here. And our Ask Me series is also perfect for this age group. The Ask Me series spans kindergarten through 4th grade, so it's beginning readers and beyond. But it's full of fascinating facts about required school topics. Ask Me also supports our national science and social studies standards. And the fun question and answer design and the call-out boxes really get kids curious to learn, very important for this age group. Plus, it's got an index, which makes it really fast to find what you're looking for. And 14 volumes is a tremendous value. For kids in 1st and 2nd grade, now we're talking about the growing or emerging readers category. Very definitely sell both the Ask Me series and the My Fun with Words series. At age 7, kids are really focused on thinking logically. Their capability of reading and writing is also dramatically improving. They enjoy the question and answer format, and they also like sharing knowledge with each other. So gathering fun facts is really fun and helpful to them. 8-year-olds, they're really into creative problem solving at this stage. They have a longer attention span developmentally, and their focus on vocabulary and comprehension is developing dramatically. So both the Ask Me and the My Fun with Words series are perfect for this 1st and 2nd grade group too. And then when we talk about the kids in 3rd through 5th grades, now we're talking about the confident readers. This is the age group where kids are not just learning to read, they're now reading to learn. These are the kids who are ages 9 to 11, and they have a really high interest in classifying information and putting it into series, like memorizing statistics and facts. It's been said for these guys that the world is theirs to organize, and they enjoy using language skills to explore and explain their world. So this is why our Explore and Learn series is ideal here. These are what I call the How and Why books. They support science, social studies, and language arts standards. The activity-based projects are also great for use in science fair experiments, And the cross-referenced index is perfect for these guys because they're doing a lot more writing and are being now introduced into research writing. So that index makes it really easy to find research topics. And then I'm particularly fond of the extra value of the human body poster and that amazing glow-in-the-dark constellations poster. Yes, let's all put that on our walls. But both the My Fun with Words series also dovetails in here perfectly well because of its value on emphasis on vocabulary. And then there's one last important point, and that is, kids learn to read at different stages and abilities and speeds at different ages. So I don't want you to think that every kid falls into one of these really set, firm, rigorous little spots. That's not true. Offer all our books to all families. I personally believe every family should have all of our books in their home.